Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 65 of House 24 of the Drifter Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And it's been a very long time since I've been back with this Let's Play. When we left off, Lily had just aged up to a teen, and I think we had just found out that Katie was pregnant. Well, she is in labor now, so we have 55 minutes. I'm just going to have the baby at home. And I've been, thinking, we had, Life and Death came out, so I did play a little bit offline with Life and Death, trying to get Souls Journeys done. And we have had businesses and hobbies come out, which I haven't done anything with them. I haven't really played very much because it's only a few days later, just having her baby. So just played recently. But what I find with this save and this household is it's very laggy. So what I'm planning on doing is actually moving the children, though I will wait a couple of days for the baby to be an infant and have at least got some of their milestones. And also I'm trying to get the Soul's Journey to at least the part where you can pass down, so that they can pass that down. Sure. Which I won't show all of that because the save is very laggy. And I think it's a household. I'm hoping that when we move out and we're starting over with nothing on another lot, that with just the kids, that it will be better. And I won't have the lag. And essentially what I was thinking of doing is sort of an interim, because the goal for House 24 is that it's optional, but it was a goal I had set, that you complete the 3 of the 4. I'm not doing the vampire family aspiration, but the 2 base game family aspirations and the one that comes with parenthood. But that requires Lily or any of the kids to one of them to age up, which would be Lily, to do the parenthood one. That's not too far off, probably. But the other ones is you got to get married, you got to have 4 grandkids for them, and have someone reach, you can see this here, reach the top of their career. I'm going to try and get this mentor your child 3 times done. And I think that, and I'll just move them in when we get to the point where we're at that. And if she reaches the top of her career as a teen and it counts, which I generally find doesn't, then we will have this one done. But the one where they have to get married and have grandkids, that one is going to be in the future. So what I was thinking when I do it, is she going to have her baby? No, let's go. Let's go watch. I'll let it play, though I'll have to pause while I name the baby, of course. I was thinking of doing a mashup of some of the Drifter houses we skipped with Lily and Luna. And I had asked for a boy, so yay, I got one. So his name is going to be Lee. Hello. And obviously we can only have one because we have a full house. I guess she can like jokes, and if I don't. So one of the houses I was going to do is you need to have the Drifter, except for I'm not going to make it. I'm kind of playing with them both. And obviously Lee will be there too. Has to be a kleptomaniac. And I've been kind of wanting to play with a kleptomaniac, even though I don't like kleptomaniacs, because with one of the limited time events, you unlocked a new aspiration, which only kleptomaniacs can do. So I thought we would do maybe 15. I don't remember for sure. I will, when I get to that point, have all the stuff up for it, but we're just in the talking about it stage. You have to swipe 15 things and set it up kind of as a museum, and that is actually what I believe unlocks museums in the Drifter Challenge. And you need to be a kleptomaniac to do that. So I was thinking of having, when Luna ages up, she will become a kleptomaniac at the teen stage. We're going to try and do that, as well as that aspiration where you have to, I think, make 250,000 or swipe 250 or 200,000 worth of things, which seems not very easy. But I thought it would be interesting. And then once we have the goals done, then I will use a retrading potion to get rid of that trait. And yeah, so that's one of them. And then there were a few other ones that I was going to throw in. And like I said, it was going to be a mashup of some of the houses we missed that we're going to work on them from the teen and up, while we're working on essentially having the 4 grandkids that we need for our drifter to get that family aspiration done. So we have our little boy. We could put on a new outfit, but like not like it really matters. We're gonna change our outfit. We will, and we'll put that on. And yeah, I don't know if maybe if I change it from being a haunted house, that maybe would help reduce like the stuff going on, and maybe there'd be less lagging. And these keep coming up and they keep repeating over and over again. I had that happen in another save, and I'm having it happen in this save. So yeah, so let me take a look. Justin he's not doing very well with his thing. You can sell that to collector, because I'm trying to get his fame up, because he wants to become a 3-star celebrity. So I've been working on that. Sure, they can be close. And I was hoping that selling some of these, that's his too, so we'll sell that also, because selling his own would help him with his fame. Yes, but he keeps doing a lot of masterpieces. Like, this is a masterpiece. And this is Gretchen's, was a masterpiece. So I might actually have Lily, like, I don't know, like, I'll show it because there'd probably be too many people here, but I think she needs to, let me switch her over to the teen aspiration, admired icon. She needs to get a gold on a party. So I might do that. And Gabe, you can come repair that. So a couple things that have changed. I have had Jacob and Gretchen I've had a little pink between them. Because not a lot. Because there were too many people around all the time. I think I had him scrap all of his. Because they were all, like, I maybe did one and then the rest were, like, not very good. So, but really that's what I'm kind of doing. I think he's playing Blick Block. Where are you playing Blick Block? Somewhere where I don't know where you are, so we'll have you... Nope, you're not. I think you're working on a task here. You have to make one more website page, which that might have been when the computer broke. Yeah, that's why you're continuing making a website page. Yeah, so that's mainly what I was going to do, is we're essentially going to age up Lily and also Lee, so that they are, a teen and infant respectively, and then we're going to move them out and they're going to start over, and I have to decide where I want them to live. For a couple of the houses that, I'm doing the mashup for, one is the lot across the street, but I don't want them to be right across the street. I want them to be in a different neighborhood. So one is in, I think where the Spencer Lewises usually live, but of course I've emptied this world, so there's nothing there. And so that's in Willow Creek. Another one might be where the BFFs are. I think that was another one. And they're a decent sized lot, so that is good, but it's also not a huge lot, which is probably also good. So that's also in Willow Creek, which would be a change from here. And I think one may possibly be where, give me names right, Johnny Zest lives. So, but that would be in this world, but at least in a different neighborhood. And I think they're all 40 by 30 lots. So they're a good size lot, but they're not huge. So that would be good. Or we could just like live somewhere completely different, because we're doing a mashup and we can go wherever we want. But, if you have a preference, comment down below which of those 3 lots, or if they should live somewhere else, they could live in a completely not base game world, because, we haven't lived in any of the other worlds. Or I was thinking of having them move to Key Point. Because one of the things I was going to do with probably Lily is her final child. I was thinking maybe, and I may not do it in this save, I might have to move it to a different save, of using the final child as, which it could be hers or it could be Luna's, for Super Sim Challenge. And so I was thinking that I would try, there's like this like Uber Super Sim where you try and get all these extra traits on them, which I'm not going to do, but I was thinking of seeing if she could be, because there's going to be a girl. What's my plan? She could get the one where you have a baby with the special ones that come with Island Living, which I can't remember what they're called, but like the special ghost type people. They're not really ghosts, but those types of people. I think I have to look into that, but that's what I was thinking of doing. So maybe living on Key Point would work for that in terms of, so that would be really probably the other location. So it's not a new world, it's just another world that we obviously haven't lived in yet, because of the fact that I was thinking of doing that. And then I would probably make one of these three have that. You need someone to have that special island native trait, I think, to be able to do that. So, and it would make sense to live, really, I think, at Key Point, which it's a decent sized lot, but it's also not huge, so it would probably work. So, yeah. Anyways, what is it that you need to do for your work? Advertise side hustle on a line. So we're going to do, that's under career, and we'll put it there so you can get your work done. You haven't, I'm going to switch her over to the other teen aspiration I'm going to have her do, which is goal-oriented. Because she needs to get, she got an A. She became an A student, so she's got 1 day of that. And I don't think the career day is this week. I think it's next week. So it would be when, by the time I was already having her move out, for sure. So I'm going to have her start a side job. Where is your programming skill? Oh, you've maxed it. So you can't be mentored for that. I need to have her be mentored for one more thing so that, Katie can do that part, mentoring, that third time. But it doesn't have to be her. It could be anybody for that matter. It could even be Luna. That, because I think even encouraging drawing pictures works for that. Luna has done all of her aspirations, but I don't think I want to age her up until we're about to move out. I want her to become a teen just as we're leaving, so that will be in the next part, because that will be the final part, will be the next part. Oh, I see we have these. We'll try and clean it. Mop. Mysterious symbols. And I think during the day, once it's like I said, I think I will get rid of the haunted house, because maybe that will help just with this last couple of parts. And who's this? It was by Katie and Gretchen. I'm just getting tons of masterpieces from them over and over. I don't even know that she's on this. I don't think she's finished that. This is actually what made me think she needs to have a romance, because I chose to have her want to get busy, which is woohoo somewhere. But and I don't think I want to go take 10 pictures outside. I guess it'd probably be easy, and then I could just, because I'm sure she's already maxed the photography skill. Yeah, so that would probably be an easy one for me to do with her, really. I'll just delete the pictures, because I'm trying to cut down on my photos, which I actually did save my photos to my library, but it wouldn't actually let me put them on the gallery as a backup, because the size of the room was too large. So yeah, and it does look like the pictures are still there. I put a few out, and then I put the rest in a room, saved it to my library, and then deleted all the pictures to try and see if that would help with the lagging a little bit. But I might have to try some other, particularly they have the house where they did a lot of painting and pictures, and I'm wondering if they maybe have a lot of pictures in their inventory, which might be making it more laggy than it used to be, because I don't think I've ever had a problem with that before. I kind of wonder if it's a newer thing. But anyways, so I am just going to have her do another goal. And we're going to actually have Luna draw, was what I was going to try and do. We need you to clean that, someone to clean that. So you're going to, you could make winter crafts. And then I think we need to rally the troops, actually. And you work today. That was a holiday. Nope, it was a holiday yesterday. She earned a raise. And what does she do? She has to visit a university law class. Is that one that was bugged? I don't know if it was fixed. I'll try doing that. I might just have her quit her job because it was a nuisance. I remember that. It was a real nuisance. She's already maxed it, which was one of my goals for her to do. So, but it's too early. I think you have to do it during click on a classroom or use the phone. Click on it. So both of them you supposedly can use the phone. So let me check. She is on the mentor. And Jacob is busy. Justin, why don't you come here? No, you're busy. Lily, you're busy too. Is someone not busy? You're not doing anything that's needed to be done. We're going to rally the troops. There we go. And then I want you to come and encourage, because I think that used to count. So now with the businesses and hobbies pack, you cannot encourage your children when they're drawing unless you have level 5 of painting skill. And I think the same is probably true for, I don't know if you could encourage with an instrument in the past. I feel like you could, but I don't know. Then I have the pack. And I don't think it's the pack. It isn't the pack. I've checked. It's the update that came before the pack. And that did count. So she's got that. So I don't think Lily got a promotion. But we can see if it'll count for that. She's level 2. But she should get a promotion. Oh, she doesn't work on Wednesday. She works on Thursday. But probably it'll be like just before the weekend that I'll have them move out kind of thing. But like I said, I'm not going to show all of that because the save is very, very, very laggy. We're going to send her alone. Yeah, see, it's showing the career day here. So I think that's what it is. And that'll be in time that Lily can also go and be done with it. So, he got paid for his job. And this is not a mobile app. It's a website page. So I'm not gonna name it. So he got paid a ton. Not that we need it at all. We'll let her do a little bit more and see if she gets through that. And let's take a look at Jacob. And yeah, I'm trying to get him to, I don't think he's maxed this. Let me double check. He would have the ability to overclock. It's already been over, but he has the ability, so he has maxed it. So I don't really need to rush to take a job for him. Because he's just done one, and so he won't. And he's already got that max too. What we can do maybe later is go out and see if we can get anyone to ask them for selfies, because they need that. But I'll be back. So it's a couple days later. It's like Friday at 1 a.m. We've got through the soul's journey to the point where we can pass down our traits with all 5, I should say, of our young adults. So unfortunately, we have a lot of overlap because when I gave them their aspirations, I went for what I thought would help the most. And since life and death wasn't a thing, I was not trying to make them exclusive of each other. So we're only going to get a handful. And of course, when we age up, Luna will give her a unique trait. Though I might give her the deviance one since she needs that for the aspiration that I'm working on for her. Both actually for, my mashup that we're going to be doing once we kind of finish this before we completely finished the family goals, which, like I said, we'll do in the next house by bringing in Gabe and Katie at the appropriate times. So, but before we do that, she is just a smidge off of getting her entrepreneurial skill to 5, and she needs it because her work task is to get a lot of extra funding, which isn't a guarantee anyways, but to even try, she has to be level 5, and she's like just under level 4 or level 5. She's at level 4 and she's just under level 5. And I've been having her write books. I can't remember which book this is. Might be number 4. It's 3 or 4. So she's coming over here, and I'm hoping when she sells this that it will count for her. Yeah. So she got to level 5. And so now that she's done that, we're going to have her go, and if she doesn't get it, I don't think she has time to do it again because she's going to lose her business plan. So, and that's appear on Llama's Lair. This one's actually better because you get the money for it, which they don't need, but like when she's on her own, that would be the better one to do. But it doesn't matter. The one you need to do is the one that's required, which is for getting a lot of extra funding. And then when she gets back from that, we will try and pass down the traits. So, and then this is going to be the second last part. And then the last part will age up Lee, and we'll age up Luna and give them makeovers, essentially. With Lee, we'll just age him. Maybe we'll age him up. And I'll show the makeover when I show Luna's makeover. So maybe what we'll do, I know he's sleeping. I know it's the middle of the night, but let's go over here. I feel bad waking him up. Maybe I won't wake him up. I did turn off the haunted house. It's not a haunted house. I was hoping that might help a little bit with the lagging that was happening. So we'll just wait for her to come back or for Lee to wake up, and then I'll do either the passing down or the aging up. We'll probably only get to one of those, whichever happens first. Well, someone's awake. They were hungry. Now they're stinky. So we're going to change the dirty diaper. And Justin got his soul journey complete, like fully complete, as has Katie. I'm trying to think who isn't. Gretchen hasn't. Gabe hasn't. But it's just Gabe and Gretchen haven't. There's a diaper there again. I just got rid of the last one. So we are going to age him up. Except for I want to go back on to Katie and have her age him up. So we're going to age up. She's a little bit hungry. Of course, even though we just looked, and it's his birthday on Saturday anyways, but we're going to age him up now. And see whether he can get a few milestones. I might not take him immediately. I might bring him over a little later, like once they actually have a basic house. That might be the better way to go about it. Too many things going on. Yeah, she didn't get her. She failed. They didn't like it. They said she needed higher charisma. She shouldn't have needed more higher entrepreneurial skill because you had to max it to even do that. Okay, so Lee aged up. We're going to make him a wiggly. And there we go. You got Mummy's hair. So we got some variety there. So that was a little look at him. But I'll give him a makeover, and I will show his makeover when we do Luna's makeover in the last part. In the next part, which is going to be the last part. But that's going to be it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!